I think we're live. Woo! Welcome everybody once again to BND Live, the Friday night Dungeons and Dragons stream where a bunch of high school friends attempt to play Dungeons and Dragons remotely by the internet. With us, as always, we have Erin as Agnes the Bard, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Steven as Finric the Monk, and Chris as Paelias the Cleric. And I am Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM. And this is BND Live.
This big.
So you have the extra large ones?
That's like extra large.
Are you talking about
Yeah.
Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
We become huge fans.
All right, everybody, let me just give a quick recap from last week, shall we? So you had started the session just coming out of Elsa's arcane trinkets and sort of bumped into Finric. So after a short, awkward talk with her, Twizzard summoned Mr. Bones, our new favorite character, and then we basically skipped ahead to gambling night at the Fishworks. There was some money lost, some money gained. There were some dice games played, some card games played, ships and sailors and skulls. Meanwhile, Paelias spent the night at the Church of the Rose with Anne. So fast forward a little more to Detal the next day. Agnes spent 5 to 6 hours learning Goblin. Finric helped. Twizzard gets his weapon and armor for Mr. Bones. Here we go, Mr. Bones. Welcome to the party here. It's pretty good.
He's looking good.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
cape.
That's really nice. Really nice cape. Um, afterwards, everyone except Agnes met up at the Singing Sisters because Agnes was going to the ritual led by Elsa at the Fishworks. After the ritual, Elsa and Agnes talked a little more, discussed how they should probably keep an eye on Finn. She's a warlock. Maybe she has a pact with a fiend that is at odds with Lolth. Maybe not. We're not sure. Meanwhile, at the Singing Sisters, Mr. Bones has glowing eyes and just crazy stuff is happening. Mr. Twizzard tried to use his familiar to spy on Finric, but knows that he was seen by her. You had earlier in the night, before she retired, you'd agreed to meet at the livery at 9 a.m. the next day, Dalk, as it were. And there was lots of talk about how Paelias can use augury, how he should use augury, if he should use augury. And that's pretty much where we ended for the night. So I'm going to say that you went back, well, certainly most of the party went back to the Ringing Bell. I'm not sure what Paelias did. But that's where we'll pick things up.
What's augury?
Classic. Augury is the spell that lets you commune with your god.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll use that.
All right, so Mr. Twizzard, at some point, I guess at 4 p.m. today, you'll have to recharge Mr. Bones. But until then, he's hanging out.
Just guarding my room. Good work, Mr. Bowen.
Yeah, so I guess you all wake up. It's probably, I don't know, 8:30-ish. So you're due to meet Finric pretty soon, but not quite yet.
Sinistro. Mr. Bones, carry me downstairs for breakfast.
Can he lift you?
I don't know.
Guess it's never to find out.
But yet,
What's his strength?
I'm hoping he's a lot stronger than Unseen Servant.
Yeah, he definitely is. He can carry you.
Oh yeah! I'll never walk again.
It's going to be a slower speed than if you walked. Let's see if I can...
Slower than 25?
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe not.
I'm pretty slow anyway.
Maybe I can help use a spear to hold you. I don't know.
Oh god.
Pretty good.
He impales me to carry me downstairs. I guess technically, good job, Mr. Bones.
I think that's pretty good.
All right, I might continue to walk.
Oh,
That's what it
man. It's really
Thank you,
good.
Mr. Bones.
Twizzard, I see you've made a new friend there.
I have literally made a new friend. You're right.
I don't know if that looks like the most comfortable way of traveling there, Twizzard.
No, it's not. You're right. Mr. Bones, would you please put me right side up? Thank you, Mr. Bones. Don't help me anymore, please.
Who else is coming down to breakfast?
Oh, I'll come down and I'll ask Lily if she wants to join us on our adventure.
Absolutely.
Maybe we should send Dingstone your father just to let him know.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I usually use the stone every night, but I could do it now. What should I tell him?
That we're going to head up to Bellwether Glen and take a look for the hot springs for a nice little relaxing dip.
Well, that sounds really good, actually. What are we really doing?
We're following Finistrel to make sure that she's not someone we have to worry about. Make sure she's on the up and up.
Fair enough. All right, I'll go tell him. Finric, are you coming down?
Yeah. It's a little sleepy this morning.
Understood. Too much partying at the Singing Sisters.
True that.
It's a fun town, gotta admit.
Paelias, are you at the Church of the Rose or are you at Ringing Bell?
No, I'm at the ring bell, but I'm sleeping.
All right, noted. All right, what do you guys want to talk about?
So, how are we getting over the hot springs? I seem to remember I have a horse.
Yeah, Dagus has been looking after it. It's in the stable, but it's been there for a pretty long time. You might need to give him some money just to let him know that you appreciate him.
Are you saying this out loud?
I'm saying it to I'm saying it directly to Finric in a voice that's not necessarily super loud.
All right. Yeah, Dagus comes back to bring some more food or whatever.
I know what you're saying, but I've given the horse money before, and it only leads to trouble.
Wow. Amazing.
Then maybe,
Sounds
maybe
good.
you should give it to Dagus instead.
Oh yeah, he's watching the horse, so that makes sense.
What's done with all that money? Can we all ride that horse?
Together?
I'm pretty small.
Actually, I feel like the two small people probably could. I have no problem with like renting a horse. I don't know if you could do that.
Yeah, the sort of agreement, the rough agreement that you made with Finistel was that you were going to meet her at the livery, so that presumably mounts of some sort would be gotten.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, if Dagus has your Clydesdale, I believe it was.
So, Dagus,
Hi.
what do we owe you for board? I think it's been a little bit since we've settled up.
It's a fair point. I'm kind of glad you should mention it. Well, I have had a couple people come by, to see the pyramid, and I was thinking maybe we could work something out, or I could help hook you folks up with a farmhouse rental or something. But yeah, I hate to say it, but I was wondering, would it be possible for me to get some of those rooms freed up?
Oh, you're kicking us out.
Well, that's a harsh word there, Finric, my friend. But it would be nice to have a few more rooms available, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, we're going out on a little a dock jaunt up to up to a little vacation spot we know of. So maybe in the meantime, we'll free up those rooms for you. And
Yeah,
like, what kind of
well,
do you know? Do you know of any farmhouses for rental? Do you have your finger on the pulse of?
yeah, I think I could track down a few options for you. And even in the meantime, if you just consolidated your stuff to one room, that would be a huge help. While you're gone and all, of course. I mean,
Well, I don't know, guys. Should we just shove everything in Paelias' room and wake him up?
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind bringing my if I'm going to rent a horse or a mule or something like that. I think I could carry my trunk of belongings, and I can leave my trunk of belongings at my cousin's in Bellwether for now, if they really need to free up the room.
Hey guys.
In the bank.
Hey, Paelias, we're checking out.
Oh, okay. We're getting kicked out.
We're homeless.
well, again, kicking out is strong words. Strong words there, friend.
Oh no, sorry. You've been too kind to us. You've been very nice to let us stay here. We appreciate it.
Up till right now when you kicked us out. Not very nice.
Oh, and Finric, I've got your Clydesdale still in the stables there.
Oh, cool.
She's
Has he been drinking a lot?
I mean, no more than a normal war horse.
Okay, so yeah.
I mean, it's been around 20 or so days. He sort of leaves the sentence hanging.
Oh boy, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, normally I would, for that many days, I would charge a gold. I don't know if you have that available.
How much?
One gold.
1 gold bar?
No, one gold coin.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean it's
Hey.
copper per day to hold a horse. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey there, man.
a few copper. I
Let me
don't,
do that.
coppers. I mean, but still, it's not a huge expense. And that's why if you're strapped for cash, Finric, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dennis?
Well, I feel like the right thing to do is to give you this gold piece. Here you go.
Oh, much obliged. I've been brushing her and keeping her fresh for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know of any places in town that might actually be for sale?
We're gonna buy a place?
Oh,
We already have a boat coming.
Yeah, we have a boat.
This is a real world Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, so something lakeside actually would be lovely. If there's like a place like near, close to town center, but like, on the water so we can get to our boat.
So good school system.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, Anne teaches some of the kids sometimes, but there's not a lot of
And I must be a student.
not a lot of schooling going on. Yeah, so if you're interested in buying, I mean, I could put out some feelers along that way as well.
Like for example, you know how the Winking Owl has a nice kind of water view with a nice balcony. Is there anything maybe just outside of town near the front, not necessarily in the water, not like Salty Baggins' little shack, but
We don't want to live near him anyway.
a place with a view and maybe within 15 to 20-minute walking into town, something like that.
I mean, there's the Loman farm. He sort of had a couple, but things being what they are, he doesn't use all of them. I could talk to him and see if he's thinking about what to do with that. It might be a little, might not have been used fairly recently, but I could check in.
We could
What's the
press
mortgage market like
Yeah.
around here? Like, is there good, do you have a good bank?
Well, I mean, there's Sad Tom's, but that's pretty much the only thing we have approaching our bank in Windbell.
Gotcha. Sad Thomas.
Sad Tom's Money Change. I think you guys have you guys been over there?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he's a nice fellow, just a little depressed, I think. I don't know. Who am I to judge?
Hey, how much for the ringing bell?
T-
My place. Oh,
Yeah.
Twizzard. I don't know, Twizzard. I mean,
I mean, if it costs a gold to keep a horse for a year, I bet it's like 15 gold for the ringing bell.
first of all, it's like 21 days, really. And the Ringing Bell is a fine establishment. And you
No, it's
yourself
very
have said that this wind bell is going to be up and coming, what with all the tourism for the pyramid. I mean, if you're really serious, Twizzard, I could try to run the numbers, but you're looking to
Not
settle
that great.
down,
I saw a lot
Twizzard.
of window ones.
I think we should. I think. Well, if we're not here to run, we should just get a place that we can stay when we're in town.
Aye.
Because like you said, it's up and coming. So maybe we'll buy a house. We'll rent it to other people who come for maybe a weekend or like a month or something.
Well, we
Very
live in
good Airbnb.
Especially if it has a nice view of the ocean there.
Yeah, I'm thinking a weekly rental, and we might be able to even give boat rides.
I mean, to be fair, the only place you're probably going to find, anchorage that you could get to easily would be in the harbor here. Loman's would be up on the cliffs. I mean, even the Winking Owl is, there's a fair cliff right in front of her.
Sounded good.
But you could, if you had a strong enough mooring, you could keep it a ways off, and then just have a ways of getting up and down the cliffs. And I mean, maybe it's anything's possible, I suppose, given enough coin.
No, I think the harbor would probably be just fine. But we'll worry about that when we actually possibly get a place.
Yeah.
And have
So
money.
you can ask about whether or not Loman, you said.
Loman's farm, yeah. He's got a couple of houses, and he might not be using them all now that his daughter's moved away.
All right. Yeah, if you could ask
She
around.
okay?
Oh no, she's married. She's up in Wesleyville. She's fine.
Oh, okay.
He selling horses?
I mean,
I'll
you
give him a couple silvers to as like a commission.
okay. If you're looking for horses, more than Finric's there, you could just talk to Elnoth at the livery. She'll hook you up.
I think we'll need some.
What's that?
All right.
Oh.
Meh.
I just passed Dagus 2 silver as a commission for looking for a place for us to possibly buy.
Much obliged.
All right. Well, should we ask for some dry goods, or should we worry about that after we procure horses?
Oh, what time is it? Do we have time before we're meant to meet her, or do we need to hustle?
Do we breakfast yet?
It's probably pretty close to the time you're supposed to meet her.
All right, so we'll procure. So Dagus, we'll come back for our stuff. We need to go and meet up to get some horses, and we'll move our stuff into like a small room that nobody would really want, like the least desirable of the rooms.
Oh,
Go to my room.
that would be Twizzard's. Hi. No
I
offense,
knew it.
Twizzard.
I know it. I figured that out on my own.
Well, that sounds great. I'll see you folks later then. Have a great day. All right, so you guys finish up your bacon and your hash browns or whatever else you usually have for breakfast, and you head outside. So you're heading over to the livery. Mr. Bones.
Oh, tripped.
Yeah, I'm looking like I have heat stroke.
A little too much bacon grease. Yeah. So you guys head over, and as you approach the livery, you see outside it, Finistrel talking to Elnoth. You guys approach.
It's Sinistral. She's right there.
What was that?
What? Mr. Bone said something.
Hey, Elna. We were looking for some horses.
I have many mounts. What?
We'll need,
How long a trip are you
Take
taking?
horses.
what's that?
What's that?
We'll need 3, right? And maybe a pony for Mr. Bones.
We'll probably put him in the bag.
Oh
If we
yeah.
leave a little bit later in the day, he'll just be a bag of bones.
Oh, we still have to bring in his bones. They just won't be connected.
Yeah. Does Lily have her own horse in the stables, or is she going to need a horse?
Lily would need a horse.
Okay.
Just to mention, Wizard, it's cool if you want to put Mr. Bones' bones in the bag of holding, but it'd be great if you could put his bones in like a smaller bag before it goes into the bag of holding. Because if you have to like rummage around that whole thing.
Yeah, if he separates, there's gonna be bones everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
I don't know. I'm hoping the spell knows how to reassemble it. I'm just gonna point my wand at the bag and hope all the bones come out in one piece.
Well, maybe we just ask Colt if they have any kind of like just a jute sack or something.
Or a bone horse.
Oh, a bone horse.
A skeletal horse.
Elnoth would
I'm
definitely
gonna
have burlap, feed sacks or something like that.
So we're looking for four horses.
Yeah. So let's see. So
With saddlebag.
Finistel had already been talking about just getting a normal riding horse. So to rent a riding horse, it would be 5 gold pieces a day. A draft horse would be 3. A medium pony is 1. You could get a mule. She has a mule. It's only 5 silver pieces to rent a mule.
I will be buying a mule.
I might take a mule.
How much it is? How much is it to buy a mule?
It would be 8 gold pieces to buy a mule.
Now these are actual mules and not donkeys, right?
That's correct.
So these are like the beast of burdens.
Mm-hmm.
So they could pull pretty well.
Oh yeah. They
What's
can
their
carry
travel speed?
They can carry 420 pounds. They're 32 miles in a day.
What does the riding horse do?
The riding horse can go 48 miles in a day. But to be
Okay.
clear, it's only about 15 miles or so up to Bellwether Glen, and then you're not sure how far it is to wherever the hot springs are.
Okay.
Oh, so we can do it.
I might actually want to buy a mule then.
We can make that happen.
I feel like that would be a good thing to have if we are adventuring and we need something that could carry a large amount.
Yeah, you could take it on the ship too.
Yeah. I might want to buy a horse.
Yeah, we're all buying
Now, the horse you made friends with, Paelias, is owned by one of the manor houses over near Falrith.
Over near Falrith. Oh yeah? Do we know which one?
Yeah, I could point it out to you on the map.
All right.
Yeah, we'll buy
Maybe we'll take a trip over there then.
So my plan the night before actually bought this horse, or bought this mule.
So
Anything I should?
what's the
Let's see
consensus? So Agnes is buying a mule. Twizzard,
Well-
Finric, you've got your own horse. And are you riding by yourself?
You might be able to.
I think it makes sense for me to ride by myself, and we've got room if we come across any.
Maybe you could take Lily. That way she doesn't have to worry about renting a horse.
Her dad's rich.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a fair point.
But does she have any money with her?
She has a purse that her father left with her. She's fine.
Okay.
You buy a horse?
I
Well, I don't
think
know
at
about
the very
buy.
least, Agnes, because my horse could take an extra rider if we happen to pick up anyone along the way, or we've got room to grow.
Yeah, well, I feel like my mule could do that too.
Fair enough.
Maybe if
Just slowly.
someone made of bones needs a ride.
I mean, I think Mr. Bones and Mr. Twizzard could both fit on a horse or a mule, frankly.
What's the next step up horse from a mule?
You
That
could.
draft horse?
let's see. So a pony and a draft horse.
Ooh, a pony. That's my size. I'm a
You
dwarf.
can get a pony.
Yeah, pony is a gold piece a day to rent, or 30 gold pieces to buy.
Ooh, and can I fit 2 people on it?
Assuming that she has she has some available. She does have a mule.
Oh,
She's
if
already
there
told Agnes that.
Okay. If there was a pony, could me and Mr. Bones both fit on it?
Sure.
I would like to ask if there's a pony available.
Yeah. I do have one available, Mr. Twizzard.
Pony, please.
So she. Okay. So let's see. So the. All right. Here we go. So the pony's name is Belleville. Belaviel. You can always change it later, but that's the name right now.
Okay.
And then she also brings forth a rather personable-looking mule, and the mule's name is Sul. S-U-L.
S-U-L.
Yep.
The mule.
Sul the mule. Yep. And then Paelias, you're going to try to talk to the other house.
Mhm.
Finric, did your Clydesdale have a name? Finistel was
Is
renting a
Sol
riding horse.
male or female?
Male or female, you say?
Yeah.
Female. Wait.
Female.
Yeah, female. 3 means
Oh, the
female.
same with Bellevue. Is Bellevue male or female?
Definitely female.
Yep, female.
Oh, okay.
And you said it can carry how much? Like 400 pounds?
Mule can carry 420, pony 225.
Okay.
And their top speed is both 32 miles a day. And you can push.
I don't remember if my horse had a name, but if it did, it was almost certainly Clyde.
All right.
Sliderdale.
I love it. All right, so let's see. So we've got Finric and Room to Grow on Clyde the Clydesdale, Agnes on Soul the Mule, Twizzard and Mr. Bones on Belleville the Pony, Finistel is on a riding horse, and Lily is also going to rent a pony. Her pony's name is Elralad. Elralad.
And what did you say the mule could travel 32 miles a
Yes.
day?
Yep. We're all madly scribbling down notes. Or at least that's what I'm doing. All right.
Hey, Paelias.
Nope.
Sorry, man. What's your ride's name?
I don't know.
Paelias was going to go check out the manor house and see if he could buy the horse off the person there.
That's why I missed that. Cool.
Yeah. What do we know about this person?
You could ask Alnoth. She would probably know. She's familiar with all the stables.
Hey, Elnash, what do we know about this this owner?
I'm sorry?
With this so
I don't think you've told her anything about this.
well, backstory. There's a horse that I have my eye on, and apparently Shuri has a master currently, but I had a connection with this horse, and I feel like it might behoove us to travel together.
behoof us?
Well, I can certainly understand a connection with a horse. I'm sorry, where did you meet this horse?
In a stable near Falrith's house when he was there. I had
Oh.
to use it as a getaway to try to outrun Falrith, not realizing that he could fly.
Was it at the corner of the road there?
I believe so.
That would be Silith's place.
Silly. All right.
They
Where's Silith?
are they're getting up there. They have quite a bit of coin made when the fishing was a bit more prolific, but they're still fairly well to do. They do have a grand beast by the name of Laguna.
Laguna. Oh, I like that name. Good name.
I mean, you could make them an offer
Yeah.
if
yeah,
you
okay.
want. If you want my advice.
Yeah.
They're probably going to want at least 100 gold pieces. But
What are their likes and dislikes? So they
Oh.
like fishing.
well, yeah, I mean their likes are pretending that they have more money than they used to, when they have less than they used to, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But so you could you could prey on their good tastes. Lavish them with gifts, perhaps, that they would then probably turn around and pretend they'd had of their own money. But you didn't hear that from me.
No, that's great. That's good. That's good. So, are they like into art, or what kind of gifts would they like?
I don't know. With them, perhaps art, but I think alcohol would be a more sure
Oh, I can do that.
way to get in their good graces.
Okay. Okay.
Something like a Tauren ice wine,
Oh,
or
they would die for that.
Yeah, I think I still have one of those.
Don't we have that?
I think he has one left.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do.
Plus
No,
we,
there
could,
might be some in Gregson's basement that we can get.
we could do charm person on him too.
Well,
Jeez.
Just throwing out ideas.
I like to do this, legally and cordially.
All right. That's Plan B.
All right.
So
Maybe
Agnes
even point
Agnes
B.
bought the mule. Finn and Lily are renting. You bought the? Did you buy the pony, Tim? Twizzard?
Yes.
Did you take that gold out of your inventory?
I'm doing that right now. Let her see it go. It's gone.
He still has so much gold.
Hey, that's from ponies.
Oh, I still have 2 bottles of wine.
All right. You didn't pour? Didn't you pour one out when you guys were doing the potions? Trying to.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I start with 3.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. So Finn.
And we just poured it into different containers.
Fair enough.
We
No,
poured it into
I do
well.
I definitely used one at some point.
I was gonna say, I think that's correct. We did actually use one.
All right. So transactions concluded at the livery. Finn is like, well, are you folks ready to ride then now?
As soon as we stop in to see if Paelias can get a horse, I think we will be ready. We also need to settle a bill with our inn.
Okay.
To make sure that
And we should
So
also
we need to
probably
move some
stop.
of our stuff around, and then we should stop and get provisions.
Yes, at the market.
And,
Very
I
wise.
should probably say goodbye to Skye because she's cool. But other than that, I think we're all good.
All right. So say half an hour or so. I'm gonna probably head straight to Leaf Bottoms and pick up some food.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
have
great. There.
unique tastes.
Blood.
No. What?
What?
Mr. Bones, did you say that?
fibrous.
Mr. Bones shakes his head.
Well, we'll just leave that a mystery.
That Mr. Bones was supposed to do whatever you said.
He is also somewhat of a mystery.
All right. So you guys, let's just.
You guys want to do your goodbyes while I go over this or someplace?
Where did I
Or
put
you
that?
guys-
Yeah, and Paelias, is any of your stuff back at the ringing bell? Do we need to grab it and shove it in Twizzard's room?
Yeah. You mind just doing that?
Yeah. Is there anything you need, or you have everything you need for the trip on you?
I would have to assume that I took everything I need.
Cool. I like the sound of that.
Your
So I'm
bottles
gonna
of wine.
run back to the ringing bell.
Maybe grab my stick. Grab that
Stick.
stick of stuff.
Your snake stick?
Oh, that's where that's ready.
Your precious magical item you just left lying around.
Yeah, I
Classic.
probably left that.
A legendary magical weapon that you refer to as a stick.
Yeah, this stick.
I love it. I love
Make
it.
sure I might have it with me, but make sure it's not there. I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah. We'll see. It might be there.
So I guess I run back to the ringing bell. Anyone else coming with?
You want a bony escort?
Perfect.
So
Sure, I
Twizzard,
mean, I'll follow along because I would also stop in at Skye's. We could probably get some provisions from Dagus.
Oh, we can ride our horses with him. Why do we have to walk back? Horseback.
you definitely would be on your
I
horse.
was lying about Skye. I'm going over to Flower Power, but
Oh, he's getting muffins. He's gonna muffin up.
but I mean I'm going over to Flower Power. So if you do want to dip in and say hi to Skye, we'll be right there.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get some provision. I'll just make sure that everything is squared away at the ringing bell. Pick
Okay.
up some maybe dried meats, breads,
Hmm.
cheeses from the ringing bell.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds
Sounds good. All right.
So I'm doing this. Do I see where's the stick? Do I see a stick?
Oh yeah.
around.
Check this stick out.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Mm,
So into the bag of holding.
Into the bag of
Nice.
holding he goes.
cool. One.
Great.
I'm wondering if you made the storyline have that item because you found that at the Lego store.
It's just happenstance, Agnes. Just happenstance.
Good.
The stick was in the story the whole time.
The whole story is based around the stick.
Right.
More important than the amulets.
All right, so let's see. So Plies is going over there. Finric is going over here. Twizzard, where are you going?
I'll go. Finric, you going to look at muffins?
Yeah, I've got my horse, right?
Yeah, you've got your
I'll go-
horse
I'll go
now.
Okay.
Muffins.
This is. Lily's gonna stick with you, Agnes. And Finn's going to Leaf Bottoms. You're getting your
Finn.
provisions mostly from Dagus, Agnes?
I think so. I have a feeling that my fellow people probably don't care too much for the vegetables as much as the meats and cheeses.
Cheese.
All right.
Actually, Skye might have some good cheeses.
I could use a muffin. You want to grab a muffin or two for me? Twizzard, Finric?
Yeah, sure.
We'll see what's there.
Yeah, cool.
We can
All right.
read you the muffin menu.
So you guys open the door to the to Flower Power, and immediately the smell of fresh baked breads and sweets and treats fills your nostrils as a delicate bell tinkles, and Sprinkles the gnome runs around the counter. Oh, hey guys! Not to be confused. No, it's not salty. Ah, I sound a little like salty.
Just a local dialect, I'm sure.
Exactly. I'm a small gnome. This is how I talk. What are you guys looking for? Is
Have you got any new muffins since we last been here?
new muffins, huh? No, not really. Sorry, but I still got the yellow and black swirl buns, and the salt-crusted bluish buns, and the tiny buns, and the giant puffed croissant, and the
But they're
rawhide.
really baked, right? There's not like you're not telling me like old muffins, right?
No, fresh baked, Finric. Come on.
I'm just, so can I get the rundown again? I'm sorry. It's been at least a whole dock since I've
Couple dolks. So there's the red buns of healing. There's the yellow and black swirl bun, which gives you haste for a minute. There's the salt-crusted bluish bun, which is breathed underwater. There's the tiny buns, which are reduce, and the giant puffed croissant, which is enlarge. There's the rawhide, which is animal friendship, and there's the animal cookies, which is speak with animals.
Got it.
I have a question. Oh, sorry, guys. Do you think Mr. Bones could eat one of these muffins and have it affect him?
Oh my! Look at that skeleton with armor. He looks quite dashing in that cape.
Oh, he does look good, doesn't he?
Well, I do have a stale red bun. We could try feeding it to him.
Do I have to pay for that?
No.
Okay. He's not really hurt.
You could hurt him first.
Hurt yourself a little bit.
You give the command to hurt himself?
Just a bit.
No, I don't think you could do.
No?
How about just spar, and see if you can just take a couple hit points.
Okay, I thwack Mr. Bones over the head with my staff.
All right, roll an attack.
Bad Bones.
What was the
Oh,
spell
I fell off.
What was the spell that you used to make him again? Animate.
You rolled a crit.
I use
Animate dead. I think.
animate. Yeah.
All right, so you rolled a
And I
crit.
rolled a-
Well, that's gonna hit.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't want to kill him.
Well, you don't have to. You could just say you want to the minimum.
Yeah, I just want to hit him for one.
All right, so you sort of thwack him, and he's just like, "Argh." And it took some damage. And then you hand him the bun, and he sort of just takes his, his sort of mouth muscles there, and
Crumbs everywhere.
there's just crumbs everywhere, and he's like, "Argh." It does not the chip that you put in his bone still seems to be there.
Oh, great. Okay, so now he's injured. All right.
We'll say you did 1 damage.
Gotta see if I can ever heal him.
Right. So how much are these buns and crackers and stuff?
So the red buns of healing, so it heals 2d4 plus 2, and that's 50 gold pieces. She could make you bigger red buns, but that's not an item she keeps normally. Yellow and black swirl bun for haste is 75 gold pieces. Breathe underwater is 100. Tiny buns or the big croissant are 100 each. And then the rawhide and the animal, they're both 100. Basically, they're all 100 except for the yellow and black haste, which is 75, and the red bun of healing, which is 50.
Gotcha. Can I get a yellow and black bun and animal crackers?
Okay.
All right, so that's 175. You've got that in your inventory.
Question: how big or how small do those buns make you?
Enlarge doubles every dimension, so effectively 4 times as big as you were, and reduce halves every dimension. It's basically like the spell reduce and enlarge, which I could also tell you more about if you're unfamiliar, which you probably are, because even I'm mostly unfamiliar. I think it does good things for your strength stats. Enlarge, the target size doubles in all dimensions. Weight is multiplied by 8. Increases your size by 1 category, from medium to large, for example. You also have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The weapons also grow to match its new size and do an extra d4 damage. Reduce, everything's halved. 1/8 is your weight. You reduce in a size category. Has disadvantage on strength checks and strength throws. Target's weapons also shrink. While these weapons are reduced, the target's attacks would then deal 1d4 less damage.
Okay. All right. I'll take a red bun and crackers.
All right.
Because they disintegrated in the fire.
Yeah, they did.
Wait, when you
and
say
I get-
crackers, you mean animal cookies?
Yeah, animal
The one
cookies.
for speaking with animals.
Yeah.
Because,
I'll take 2 red buns and an animal crackers.
All right, that's 200 gold total then. And Sprinkles goes about busily wrapping them up. She's like, "Do you want them in a bag or a box? Or are these gifts? What are these?"
I'll take them in a bag.
All right, she sort of
They're not,
puts a nice piece of parchment paper, puts it in a little bag, hands it over to you. Same with Finric.
Yeah, bag would be great.
All right. I'm gonna leave you guys for a second. Agnes, you're getting all your stuff from?
I'll get meat, and then I'll go over to Skye to see if she has cheeses.
Oh, could you guys get me some buns before you leave?
Oh, what would you like?
A red and a black and yellow.
Okay. Oh, we also need a red and a black and yellow.
Oh, of course. She packs those up for 150.
125.
What? You're not even there.
That's true. He's got a sending stone.
Oh, 125. You're right. Sprinkles is not trying to pull a fast one. That's my bad.
Oh.
No. Sprinkles is on the up and up.
Okay, so we've got a red bun and a yellow and black bun for Paelias.
You don't have to write the piece.
Hey,
Oh.
Paelias, you still want muffins though from Skye?
Oh, what does Skye do? What does she make?
Just delicious
Just
muffins.
edible.
Yeah, I'll take some muffins too. Sure.
Cool.
I'm just gonna add it to my inventory so you don't have to worry about it.
Man, I like chocolates.
Yeah, Sky's got a lemon and a persimmon. Persimmon? Yeah, that's a
What
word.
do those do?
Yeah.
Persimmon.
Persimmon muffins and lemon muffins are the muffins of the day.
Cool. Who's there?
What are these? These are biscuits or cookies?
Muffins.
Who's at the Winking Owl?
Yeah.
Salty Baggins. Oh, hey, Finric!
Hey, salty.
I sound totally different from Sprinkles. I resent that. Hey, what do you guys do? You guys going on an adventure? You buying some muffins?
We are buying some muffins.
Yeah, they're really good.
When you think about it, buying muffins is its own adventure.
Hey, that's a good point, Finric. You know, you're a really sharp guy.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but
You're salty.
notice you. I got your horse out there with you.
Yeah. He's been sort of like trapped away for a while. I figured some sunlight would do him good. Vitamin D
Yeah,
and whatnot.
sure. That's a fine looking horse. What's your horse's name, Finric?
His name is Clyde.
That's a good name, Finric. So you guys need anything done while you're gone on your adventure? You're going on an adventure, aren't you? Are you going
Maybe.
without me?
Has Agnes showed up yet?
What's that?
Has Agnes showed up yet?
I'm gonna head over, but I guess do I need to buy anything from Dagus, like money wise? What do I need to exchange?
He would probably appreciate a gold or so.
So for some smoked meats and I guess a sausage or something like that.
Yeah, just something for
jerky,
today or tomorrow.
something that'll last.
Some
couple
apples.
days.
Yeah. Call it a gold.
All right. And then I'll get some cheeses and muffins over at Skye. So Lily and I will walk over to the Winking Owl.
Cool. So I'm sorry, Salty. Where were we talking about? Where are you here? What's going on?
I'm just saying hi to Skye. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I suppose he comes by every once in a while. He does enjoy my lemon
that's
muffins.
nice.
He enjoys my lemon muffins. It's very nice.
Well, I didn't realize he was a man of taste.
Finric, you're such a dear.
That's me. So I think maybe we'll get I don't know. Could I get 3 of your lemon muffins and 3 of your persimmon?
That sounds wonderful. 6 silver.
Ooh, muffins are cheap.
Great.
Yeah, what do muffins do?
So that might be expensive actually, but whatever. I said it, so there it is. It's canon.
And they rot your teeth.
They're really big muffins. They're like the kind you get at Costco, like those big
So
muffins.
they don't make you like stronger or healthier or anything.
No, they're just
It'll make
delicious.
you have a tummy ache if you have too much.
They give
Oh,
you
yeah.
constitution
Hard to
to
beat.
make it through the day.
Constitution.
And constipation.
Or helps you with constipation
Hmm.
if it's
Ooh.
bran muffins.
Yeah.
That's true. It's
I
not
don't
bran
do
muffins, though.
muffins though as much.
Uh,
So Sky, we were going away for a little bit of a trip. The muffins are going to be great to have today, but we're wondering if you have anything that can withstand a few days journey. Any provisions or anything like that?
I'm a fair hand at drying fruit. Would you like?
Oh yeah?
I have apples and pears.
Huh. I did not realize that.
There's actually quite the breeze that gets forced up the cliff, and I've fashioned a small box that I can, keep held over the cliff edge, and so they sort of get, they have a tinge of the salt breeze, but I find that really just brings out the flavor.
Cool. Well, we've got a couple of our friends who you know are going to show up in a few minutes, and maybe we can kind of decide. Let's talk up then.
Absolutely. So let's jump over to Paelias. So Paelias, you make your way up the hill to the manor house affixed to the stable that you met your horse friend so many days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the horse was returned by Henry and his men after Falrith charmed you. It's a fairly large manor house. It does not have a fence around it, so you could approach the front door.
All right, let's knock on the door or ring the bell.
All right, so the door opens, and maybe 60-ish-year-old female answers the door. Yes?
Hello, my name is Paelias. I have an offer for you, or for the owner of your fine horse.
I'm sorry? Who are you?
Yes, let's backtrack. My name is Paelias, and
My name is Mary.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mary. I had the honor of meeting your beautiful horse one day when I had to abscond with it from your stable.
Wait a minute. You're the gentleman who stole our horse?
I did, and I apologize for that. You see, I was in quite a predicament. I had Falrith when he was still here. He was on my tail, and he was looking for me, and I had to get away quickly. I wanted to return your horse, very much so, but then he ended up flying toward me and charming me and putting me in jail. But I did hear that the nice policeman brought the horse back to you, so I'm really glad that he came back to you.
Yes. Hold on. Zed! And another human male, also probably around the same age. What's going on? Who is this? Who are you talking to, Mary?
My name is
Okay.
and I am...
This is the person that
here...
stole our horse. What are you doing here?
Yes. Well, I'm here to first off apologize for said stealing. You see, I was running away from Falrith, who we all hate, and
He didn't do us any favors. That's true. Go on.
he did not. Yes. So he was chasing me as we had gotten into his house before, and we were trying to find out a way to get rid of him. Basically, we found out that he was charming the people around here, and
Indeed. Us as well.
Yes. And we wanted to put a stop to that, so we needed a way to find out his weakness. So we searched his house. Unfortunately, they did come in while we were searching, and I had to run quickly. And in that time, I stole your horse, and I apologize for that. But I did try to get away, but then he actually flew toward me and stopped me and charmed me and put me in jail. And then your horse was returned to you. Yes.
Hi. Oh, well, okay, well, I suppose, saving the town, we forgive you, right, Mary? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, I appreciate that very much. But I did have an offer for you because when in that brief ride that I had with that horse, I felt quite connected with it. I felt that it and I were one with each other. We knew each other very well, and that horse and I could go great distances.
Our,
And I
our
was
Laguna?
wondering, or Laguna, yes, Laguna. Um, that's a beautiful name. I was wondering if you would be willing to part with Laguna for a fair fee, of course.
I mean, she's our only horse.
Hmm.
What do you think, Mary? Oh, I don't know. And she sort of gets this glint in her eye. 200 gold.
Ah. I see you have a very nice house here. This is a beautiful place.
Oh, thank you. I try to keep it up.
How would you feel about sharing a bottle of this Corinth wine I happen to have with me?
Oh. Well, uh, come in, come in. And
Oh, excellent. Yes,
he,
yes.
he leads you into sort of their sitting room, and she goes over to a cabinet and gets out 3 fine-looking goblets, brings them over to the table, gestures for you to sit. So okay, now you're sitting in the sitting room.
Excellent. Thank you. So please, tell me, what was it like to be here with Ulrich? What was that like?
I mean, at the time we thought he was great for the town, and we had no memory whatsoever of Gregson, you know, and I mean, honestly, he left us well alone, and we didn't have too much to do with him. Yes, I swear though, I always knew there was something off about him. Yes,
Yeah.
sure you
Yeah.
did, Mary. No, I did. I really did.
He was conniving, and he tricked us all. He tricked the whole town.
Terrible,
And
terrible business.
he was absolutely awful, and I'm really glad that we were able to get rid of him. Right?
Oh, of course. That's a fair point. Very fair
Yeah.
point.
Yes. Because the town is way better off now. Right?
It's true. It's true.
So, and I say this because do you want another glass of that? I can pour another glass for you.
Oh, thank you. Are you sure? You sure you can spare it?
Oh, please, yes. This is my gift to you. Absolutely. For your beautiful hospitality and your lovely home and your wonderful just discussion. It's really nice to talk to someone.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Not good. Hold on. Persuasion, eh? Persuasion. +4. That's not bad. All right, 6.
That's actually they got a 5.
Oh.
And honestly, it was going to be a low DC anyway. Hey, Mary, don't you think we could do better than 200? Well, I mean, what do we do to visit Sally? Oh, I don't know. We could always rent something from Elnos. She's always treated us well. Oh, all right. What about 125?
Well, how about this? This lovely ice wine has been amazing, but I happen to have another bottle with me. How about this bottle and 50 gold? What would that do for you?
We are planning on entertaining soon. You can sort of hear them mumbling as they've sort of gathered off to the side. She turns around. The bottle in 75.
Absolutely, that sounds great.
Done.
All right, I thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
Now, will you be needing a saddle?
Oh yes, that would be great. Yeah. Yes, I would love a saddle.
Well, I mean, it's a family heirloom.
Oh, I see. Well, I might have something that you might like.
Ha!
Here in my inventory.
My inventory.
Let's see. Let's just check that out. Didn't really anticipate the saddle not being part of the deal.
Well, we'll throw the bit and bridle in with the saddle, of course.
Oh, well, that's very nice. Yeah. You don't even actually know what a bit and bridle does. But okay. I have
The bridle goes around the head.
now here's what I got at a very shop nearby here. which I believe to be quite something. This is a giant gold nugget I have here.
Oh.
No idea, what it's worth, but it looks quite astonishing to me. What would you think? Would you like something like this? I think it might even be better displayed than actually used.
All right, give me persuasion or deception, whichever you'd prefer.
Oh dear. Really? Well, that's not gonna work out. All right. I'm rolling shit. Let's see. What was it? Persuasion or what?
Deception.
That's +4 or what's deception?
Near the top.
Near the top? Oh, +1. Okay, so persuasion is 5. Rough rolling over here.
That one, choice. So don't feel too bad. It probably wouldn't matter. He actually goes over to a desk and takes out a loop, and he actually takes your chunk and he looks at it and he's like, "I hate to tell you, Paelias, but this is what we call fool's gold."
No.
It's true.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I hope you didn't get taken for this.
Oh, I paid a pretty penny for this.
Oh,
Man.
Paelias, who would do that to you? Certainly not Skye.
No, I don't actually recall.
Was it
but-
Mastala? It was Mastala, wasn't it?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I hate that guy.
I know.
Oh,
that guy was the
don't
worst.
go to We Buy Electrum. It's a terrible store.
Oh, I think it was that actually. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Well, he got me good. All right. Well, I apologize. I didn't realize it was so terrible. Maybe we have something else in here.
Though to be honest, I mean, if this was, a prized possession of one of Windbell's heroes,
What?
is this a prized possession of yours? You being one of Windbell's heroes.
You're talking about the golden area?
Yeah, this gold.
Oh yes, it was not maybe not a prized possession, but it was a good possession. I thought it was good anyway.
Oh,
Yes.
well.
But I do appreciate you letting me know. So now I know that is full of gold.
Well, I guess what I was getting at is, if this was a curiosity worth displaying in our home.
The fool's gold?
Apparently it's not. You know what?
No.
Give us another 15 gold, Paelias.
A 15 gold? Or what about this? I happen to have this beautiful fur.
Oh!
Do you think that your wife might love this?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot I had this. I've had this for a while now.
Done and done.
Okay, excellent. Great. All right. Good. All right. Well, I will subtract that from my inventory then.
Upload those stolen goods.
I guess keeping the fool's gold really is appropriate.
You mean for me?
Oh.
All right, so you have now acquired a horse, and it is a fine leather saddle, and it does look worn but lovingly kept up. It's been oiled, it's been taken care of, it's been stitched when it's started to have any wear showing. So you've got yourself a horse, my friend.
All right. Well, good day to you both, and pleasure to meet you.
Yes. Good luck on your adventures.
Thank you very much.
And it is a riding horse, so 48 miles a day, can carry 480 pounds.
All right.
It does eat 10 pounds of feed every day, so 5 copper pieces to feed it.
Did you buy some feed, people?
Not me.
My mule probably eats grass.
There's Twizzler.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you probably should buy some feed from Elnoth, or you could have them graze along the way. You're not planning on going that far a day, so.
We need to get up to Feather Glen first,
Yeah.
which is within the day.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no. With a horse, you can get there in a matter of hours, like 2 or 3 hours.
Right. So I don't think we'll need any feed going from here to Bellwether, but from Bellwether.
Sure. Could be a different story. All right, did we take care of everything?
I think so.
In Skies, we're going to buy some dried fruit, some
Yep.
cheeses,
All right.
and I would like to do a roll to see if there's anything of interest.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Muffin jerky.
Is it the 120?
It's,
Or,
yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
the 20?
D20.
11.
Oh, okay. Your eye. I know that you like pure silver, but your eye is drawn to a jade figurine of a lion.
Figurine of a lion.
Jade figurine of a lion.
Approximately how large is this figurine? Is it something that could be stored in a small bag
Oh
or
yeah,
pocket?
yeah. No,
Okay.
it's yeah. It would take up probably 2 squares on a chessboard.
I guess I'll ask how much it is. I always like to ask how much before I know what it does because I don't want to be upset if I can't buy it.
Sure. Oh, well, those are rare, and it is one of a set. But for you, 8 gold.
8 gold?
Yes.
So do you have more of the set?
Unfortunately, I do not. I did at one point, but someone traveling through from from one of the boats that came up from the coastal kingdoms bought some that they needed to complete their set, leaving me with just this one.
Okay. Well, yeah,
I believe
for 8
it's
gold.
I believe it's from Tolu originally.
Hulu. I'll have to look into that. And while I'm there, I'm gonna ask her. Hulu. I'm gonna ask her about my silver ring, and see if she has seen anything like this before.
May I hold it? What are you aware of what it does?
Yes, when I put it on my finger, it makes the top of my finger, what portion is covered, or
Yeah.
it passes, disappears or becomes invisible, and you can kind of see a little bit into my bones.
Oh,
which is
oh my! Oh, I'm not one for that. I'm not. Well, I'm a little bit squeamish. That's fascinating. We could, if you knew someone who could cast Identify, or you could pay for my services, you could perhaps learn more about it. But it certainly seems like it has not reached its full potential.
also thought that there might be part of a set. Like this lion is part of a set.
That I don't know.
To start collecting things that might be part of sets. That's yeah.
Well, do give a stroke to the lion's back.
Is this a one-use type of thing?
No, heavens no.
Oh, I stroke the lion's back.
And you hear this,
Pay for it.
"Roar!" and it's like it startles like there's a couple like eating their breakfast over in the corner and they look around like startled.
Oh, so it makes a sound like a lion.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Kind
Yep.
of cool.
Can I look around?
What if I tickle its paws?
You tickle its paws and nothing. Only a full stroke along the back seems to do it.
Okay. Oh, I thought maybe I could get it to purr.
Yeah, Finric, if
All
you want to
right,
look
so now
around,
we
roll a
have lion.
roll a d20.
Sure. So who's in there now? Am I in there?
I think everyone's in there.
Yeah.
All right. I want to do that too then.
In fact,
After-
Finistel, who's seen your horses all crowded around it, she probably is coming up around side too. And Paelias, you're probably making your way down.
All right.
You're all converging on the.
I had a moment with Laguna first. It's a reacquaint.
Oh yeah, absolutely, love it. What'd you get, Finric?
8.
8. So you're looking around, you're looking at the different shelves, and you see this tiny little pebble, like maybe the size of your thumb. But it's shiny. It's of It's kind of like it's gray, but it has this sort of marbled, ribbon, like sort of when you see a stone that has another mineral inside it, of this lighter tan, and it's got a sheen. The whole thing has a sheen to it, and so you go to pick this up, and you almost you hurt your back a little because it weighs like 20 pounds.
Huh. Hey, Sky, someone left this like I don't know, like really heavy stone over here.
Oh no, that's for sale, Finric. You have a
Oh.
good eye. If you ever want to, surprise someone or even just hold down a stack of papers, did you try lifting it?
I did hurt my back a little bit.
Yeah, no, you need to sort of tense the abs. It's way heavier than you think it would be.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not like really like a liability insurance type of thing, but I'm just, would have been good to know.
Well, Finric, a strapping lad like yourself.
Yeah, no, it's I'm a halfling.
But I know you're strong under that robe.
Well, that is true. What is a heavy stone go for it?
5 gold.
5 gold. Cool. Well, maybe next time I'm back in the shop, I'll pick it up. But I think I'm good for now.
Understood.
Maybe I'll work on those muscles.
Yeah, it weighs more than your whole bag of holding.
Wow. Why don't maybe in the meantime though we'll take you up on that dried fruit offer.
Of course. All right, so you guys purchase, and it's probably going to be silver. How much are you getting?
Hey Agnes, what do we need for dried fruit?
A
Well,
bagful.
I would say maybe like a pound, like a half a pound of each,
That sounds good.
and then some cheeses, maybe
Cheez Its.
cheeses, maybe some hard cheeses that will keep for a couple days.
All right, call it a call it a gold and 2 silver for all of it.
Okay, got it.
All right. Finisterel opens the door and just sort of taken aback at the sheer amount of people in there. Mr. Bones turns toward her and is like, "Arr." She's like, are you ready to go?
Yeah, we got you a lemon or persimmon muffin.
Well, thank you. Lemon, please.
Here you go. These ones.
That's very nice of you.
Oh, it's a little treat before we hit the road.
Thank you.
I sending Stone Finric, and I said we should have put a truth serum in there.
Ah.
I send Stone her back and be like, yeah.
So,
Have one to put in?
Sprinkles, but
Mhm.
All right, so it's probably, I don't know, call it 10 or so. And
Can
you
I
are.
pass out the other muffins?
Oh, yeah, please pass out all muffins you want to pass out.
All right. Agnes, Twister.
oh, I'll take a persimmon.
I'll take a lemon.
Cool. Paelias?
yeah. How many did you get?
Well, we got 2 persimmons and a lemon.
I guess I'll take your persimmons.
There we go. Lily?
I could have half of whatever.
All right, the big.
I'll split mine with her. They're pretty. You said they're like the Costco size, right?
Yeah, they're the Costco size.
I'll eat that all in one sitting anyway.
The
So
Twizzlers
All right.
I'll
Left
take
over.
up a chunk and hand some to Lily.
Well, I know I like the lemon ones, but I haven't had the persimmon ones, so I'm going to try a persimmon muffin.
All
And it's
right.
delicious.
I'm gonna save a bit of mine for later. Mr. Bones, hold my lemon muffin.
He tries to put it in his pocket. It just falls on the ground.
Just hold it in your hand, you bony fool.
He picks it up off the ground.
Does his cape have any pockets?
I don't think so. I think it's just a flat cape, right?
How much did you want to spend on it? No, I don't know.
Not much.
Yeah, it's probably doesn't have any pockets.
Yeah.
Maybe it has one. Sure, why not? Give it a pocket.
Well, I was just gonna have him hold it in his hand anyway.
All right, he holds it in his hand.
Mr. Bones.
Spear in one hand, muffin in the other. Oh, his hand doesn't have the.
Feet of course.
Beat of course, yeah.
Oh wow. All right, you guys are well equipped. Food, muffins, horses. You set off on your way.
So wait, did we just eat our muffin provisions before we even left?
I don't know.
Save mine.
Did you? Did you?
Or did we just have them now? We're just like they're in our possession.
Take it
Oh,
to.
I'm eating mine.
Either way, either way.
But we also have like dried fruits and some other stuff, and we're only going 3 hours away.
It's like 10 in the morning. We just had breakfast.
That is true.
So like, probably 8.
Yeah, I call it 8:30, sure, somewhere in there.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to my muffin.
All right. So you guys are riding. See you later, Finric. See you later, everybody. Have a good trip. Bye. I'll take care of your stuff for you.
Was that salty?
And Salty runs off toward the ringing
Yeah.
bell.
Was that salty or
Salty.
That was Salty.
Lock the door.
sprinkles?
It could be the same person.
You never know.
All right.
It was a lot.
Salty, yeah.
Salty, I think it's easy.
All right, so you guys are on the road. Anything else you want to do?
Put my horse up. Pony.
Mr. Bones barely manages to hold on.
There. Sorry, Mr. Bones.
All right.
Oh man.
By road, or are we going through the Mistral Woods?
Oh, we've already been in the Mistral Woods.
The
right.
Mistral Woods? What are the Mistral Woods?
We have to
Oh,
answer
I'm sorry. The
riddles.
Mistral Hills.
Oh, just to the
The
north?
Mistral Hill.
Do you think it would be
Yeah.
quicker to go that way, or would we get lost?
We'd probably get lost unless we had Anne with us. So maybe we should just take the road.
Oh,
Did I
answer
say
riddles.
goodbye to Anne?
You did not say goodbye to Anne.
Can we throw that in
We're
there?
in trouble.
There is.
So you've got a fast horse. You can go.
Yeah, you got a fast horse.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang back and say goodbye.
All right.
We're back.
Good catch. She was gonna be so pissed, dude. All right, so you sort of gallop up on your horse, looking very, very dashing indeed. Just as she's going outside to tend to some plant watering, perhaps. And so, what do you say to her?
Anne,
Oh
how are
my,
you?
Paelias, did you steal that horse?
I did not. I bought it or / traded for it.
Well,
But yes,
she's a beautiful horse.
isn't she? Her name.
You could send him stone. You're sending stone.
Does
We're
this
gonna say
mean?
hi to Anne.
Does this mean you? Oh, brr.
Good. We're doing it.
Does this mean you're going on a trip of some kind?
It does. Yes, we are taking I don't remember why. Why are we taking a trip? Second zone? Yeah, we're
The vacation.
You can ask her if she'd like to join us in the to find the hot springs.
Yeah, we're going to Hot Springs.
oh, yeah, hot springs to check on Sinestra. So don't get the wrong idea here, but we are going into the hot springs to check on this attractive Sinestra person because we think that she is very shady.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
Who?
it was my-
Sending stone.
honestly.
Repeat after me, Paelias. Repeat after me. Anne, would you like to join us? We're taking a trip to the hot springs.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me try again.
She's going
God, it's Cyrano de Bergerac.
And would you like to join us? Because we're taking a trip to the hot springs,
With
where
who?
Finric wanted to go.
Finric wanted to check up on Sinestra.
Who is Sinestra?
Okay, that's fine.
She's
No, Finestra.
Finestra. She's
Finestra?
a new person in town who we think is going to be the next Falrith.
And she's attractive, I believe you said.
Well, that was, just something.
In a magnetic sense.
I actually don't think that I've seen her yet. I don't even think. I think this. Oh no, I did hear that one time. Yeah. So she's objectively attractive. Yeah.
All right, you gotta roll something at disadvantage.
Big stop by.
This is a good idea.
Oh my god! Let's just do straight charisma at disadvantage.
Roll twice.
Yeah, definitely roll them all.
How is disadvantage worse? I got a 4 the first time.
Oh, man.
That sucks.
Oh my
What
God.
am I doing? Charisma?
Yeah.
Charisma. Don't even see it.
It's one of your main 6 abilities. It's at the top.
It's not a saving throw though.
No,
No, +1.
probably
It
should
sort
be,
of
but
is.
probably should be. You can make it a saving throw.
It's +1, so I got a 2.
Paelias, I trust that what you're doing is important because I trust you. But I
Aw.
suspect you'll need quite the story when you return.
Why don't you come with us?
I have duties here, Paelias.
Okay. Well, I apologize. I just wanted to make sure that I let you know that we were going to take this trip before I went.
Well,
Give her something.
I certainly
Send him
appreciate
some-
that I didn't come calling and find an empty room. So,
Yes. And I really did have a good time with you. It was, and I will be back and we will hang out again. I just, the
Give her
trip calls and they need to,
Need to give her.
this out.
a ring that makes her finger disappear.
all right. Well,
Would you like this giant gold nugget?
what?
To remind her of what fool you are.
Yes. To, think of me. Just something to like hang around your neck or something.
Are you donating it to the church?
Yes, of course. Yes. It's a donation.
Well, that is a very generous donation. But I think you're missing the point. You'd better go. I'll come around when you're back. Is this a long trip?
Probably like a day or 2.
Okay. All right. I will be in touch. And she sort of shuts the door after taking the gold.
All right. Oh, we'll take that out of my inventory. I'm trying to get rid of that for a while.
I think that went well.
Oh my goodness.
She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
we'll work it out.
Oh my god.
I'm better at apologizing than doing stuff. First off.
Ask for forgiveness, not for permission.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so no more fool's gold. Okay, and I'm off.
All right,
Go
you
Hot Springs.
you're quickly able to catch up to the rest of your party, and yeah, you guys spend a fairly pleasant ride as you ride past the sort of patch in the road where the river and the hills sort of converge. Some of you may remember and look up where the goblin hide, the place where they ambushed you from, is there, and nothing but bird song and beautiful weather as you make your way up. You come to the fork in the road. If you continued north, it would be the main road, Wesleyville, and then you, however, take the left and continue to Bellwether Glen, and it is fairly uneventful. So you arrive there probably around 1 p.m. And it is 11. I don't know if you guys want to keep going or if we should call it for the night. You could do some investigation. There's some people you could talk to, or you could just call it for tonight. I'm happy either way.
Can we look around the town?
Yeah, well, I certainly wouldn't mind stopping into my cousins to
The
say
McDevons?
hi. I feel like,
Yeah.
and Lily can come with me.
Your bagpipes are there.
Yes, my bagpipes are there. I guess I'll pick them up instead, and I'll sending Stone Galdinger that he no longer needs to pick it up. That I am there.
We didn't have a map of Bellwether, right? That we were just sort of.
Yeah, Bellwether's pretty small. So,
Okay.
just to recap, so Ragweed Bullwinkle was the head of the citizen militia. The local reeve is Shane Kippen. There's MacDevon's Market, not to be confused with, I believe, McDevon's for yours, right?
No, we're Mac.
Oh, they were Mac?
McDevon.
Oh, did they run the
Yeah.
market? Maybe they run the market. Sure, why not? Mick, Kathy, and little Lonnie. Does that sound like your cousins?
Sure. I mean,
Sure.
I don't think I gave anyone names.
There's also the Woolery, and there's some surrounding farms. The local economy is centered around sheep. It's a very small town.
Maybe my mother's
was the
sister
inn?
married a McDavin.
There was definitely an inn. Where's my inn? Hold on a second. Oh, the Shepherd's Rest.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, guess what the inn should have?
The Shepherd's Rest is.
Or-
Oh, it definitely has a signature drink. It definitely has a signature drink. It's
Well, maybe I'll run over to the market and see if we can get some more long-term supplies, and then I'll head over to the inn. Anyone down for that?
Yeah. Let's go to market.
Sure. We're good.
I
All right.
should also ask about Hot Springs and Fenton.
We can ask at the market.
Yeah, you definitely need to learn something about these hot springs. Otherwise, you're just wandering west on a road.
And I believe that somebody here does recall something about the springs, and it might be Ragweed Bullwinkle
Who's that?
of the local
Citizen
Town.
militia. Ragweed Bullwinkle, the head of the citizen militia. I'm pretty sure Ragweed Bullwinkle may be the original name that started this whole campaign. I don't know.
Where could we find him?
Well, I mean, so probably the best places are the Shepherd's Rest or the market, or those are basically, or the Woolery. Those are the three businesses, if you could call this a downtown.
The market. We need to go there anyway. Maybe we'll run into him.
All right, yeah, MacDevon's Market. You enter the market, and are your cousins? What race are your cousins?
They are human.
Okay,
It's my father that's elf. My mom's a human.
got it. Yeah, so Mick and Kathy are both there, and you hear the sounds of a small child sort of playing in what might be a back room. Agnes! Great to see Agnes!
Oh, Mickey, how are you doing?
Very well, I trust you've been well. You've been gone for a while.
Yes, we've been exploring the southern parts of Oxnard, staying in Windbell for a while.
Oh, I trust you've been playing your music, making some coin.
I won a battle against a local fiddler.
Ah, of course you did. That's my Agnes.
Yep. Bagpipes,
Th-
stored up somewhere.
Yeah, they're at the farmhouse. They're at the house there. I could have little Lonnie run and get him if you want.
We'll definitely be staying the night here. So, if you wouldn't mind, maybe if my friend Lily Goldinger and I stay the night
Sure, of course.
at the Goldingers before they came through here maybe about a month ago.
Yeah, I seem to remember something about that. Let's see. It was 27 days ago. So yeah, a little over 4 months.
Wow. How long
No,
a month?
no, no. A little over. Sorry,
4 weeks. 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Yes. Not months. 27 divided by 6.
Okay.
Oh, exactly. Anyway.
I have some questions about the local terrain. I know that Bellwether Glen was kind of populated by people who were interested in the local hot springs. Do you know if those hot springs are still?
Oh, I mean, my grandpappy used to tell me tales, but I don't know if I remember any particulars. But your friend Colty, he probably knows.
Oh, Colty, yeah. Let's. Do you know where he might be right now? Is he at work or?
He'd probably be out at his farm. He owes you a favor that he does.
We did find little Sally.
Cindy.
And Sally.
And Sally? No, I mean, I don't know a Sally. What was your name again? Who are your friends, Agnes?
Oh, my friends. Oh, so this is Mr. Twizzard with the mohawk.
Nice to meet
That's Mr. Bones, his trusty.
You sort of hadn't noticed the fact that you had a skeleton with you. I don't want nothing to do with him, Agnes. What's going on?
Well, Mr. Bones is actually a pretty good guard, and he does play the rib xylophone occasionally.
The ribbing xylophone. I ain't never seen an undead like that. If I was you, I'd get rid of that.
Mr. Twizzard, do you want to maybe command him to play the rib xylophone?
He's not a toy. Can't just make him do whatever.
All right, whatever. This is
You can.
Finric the monk. He is quite handy in brawling situations.
Aye, he looks it.
Oh, hey. Would you like a lemon muffin?
I mean, we do have muffins here, but is the competition? Is it, hey, Finric?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm happy to have some of the local muffins. This one was just made fresh this morning in Windbell, and I just thought it might be nice. I don't know if you get a chance.
I don't know. I sure. Let me trade muffin for muffin. And
Awesome.
he grabs now arguably a slightly smaller muffin. Now this one's not lemon, I'm afraid. It's a blueberry, but
Oh, that's great.
But let's trade and see how they taste.
Yeah.
He is, he's fairly impressed. He still prefers his, but this is a fine muffin, Finric. You did a good job. You said you baked it yourself.
Well, no, a friend of mine baked it.
Oh.
I brought it up from Windbell.
Well,
I
I'm
can't-
sure your friend seems to be a fair hand around an oven.
Oh, she's wonderful. How's the blueberry muffin? I taste it, right? It's good, right?
Let's see. Yeah, it's sort of around the same. You probably prefer Skye's, but it's a fair muffin.
Oh, it's delicious. It's got a nice crumb to it. It's definitely like on the denser side, but it's got like a really nice tooth to it, and and you can really taste the blueberries. Are they local?
Oh, of course they are, Finric.
That's great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Over here we have Paelias. Paelias is an elf,
Aye, that he is.
and then we have
All kitted out for battle there, are you, Paelias?
Oh yeah, just plugging in to get more charge on it.
Aye, you got quite the armor there. Shield, whatnot. You look like you're a man who's seen a bit of trouble.
I look for whatnot wherever I stop.
Whatnot, nice. Sorry to interrupt you, Agnes. There.
Oh, sorry. And here we have Finistrel, who is somewhat new to our company. So maybe I should let her introduce herself a little bit more.
Don't trust her.
Do you really say that? What's that?
Bones. No, nobody said anything.
Finished talent. They just both look at you anyway. It just occurred to me that I should have a. I don't have one. Whatever. We'll figure it out later. I'm just searching for knowledge, traveling the world, learning what I can. You have a lovely market. Ah, well, that's nice of you to say. Well, look around. If you need anything, you get the family discount, and I'm gonna go tend to some root vegetables out back.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Where can we find your leader, Moose Rot Goldmember? What the heck's his name?
Ragweed Bullwinkle.
Ragweed Boltwinkle.
Oh, Ragweed. Oh, third house on the right there. He calls it his office, but it's really just his living room. Really, it's just the front room. He's only got 2 rooms, I think. Maybe he's got a third to go potty in, but I don't know why I said that. It's because I have a 6-year-old.
Well, you got more than one of them. Yeah.
All right.
Fine, Ragweed. I'll go to Colty's farm.
Yeah, Lily's probably going to stick with Agnes. Finn would probably stick with Agnes because she wants to hear about the caves.
Oh, but she doesn't know about the caves, does she?
Well, she heard Mick say that if you want to find out about the hot springs, you'd talk to...
Oh, okay.
Yes, true. Whether she knows about the caves or not, I don't think is clear to you. All right, so we got one party heading to Colty's farm. Bones and Twizzard are looking for Ragweed.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what we were looking for.
Finric and Paelias, what are you guys doing?
Well, I think we're buying some food, right?
All right. All right, you're buying some food. How much you buying?
I don't know. Do they have muesli?
What's that?
Do they have muesli?
Muesli?
They have something similar.
Oh, she gets some of that.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's only going to be a couple coppers.
Yeah, that's cool. But it'll last. That's good.
Yeah.
2 copper. Can we make it 4 coppers worth?
Absolutely.
I got this bag of holding. It's not gonna weigh me down.
Love it.
Cool.
You looking for anything in particular, Paelias?
Oh, no.
All right.
I'm good.
Oh man, I could take some of the muesli and put some of the dried fruit in it.
Ooh.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And yeah, I mean, he definitely has sheep and goat milk for sale. If you
Maybe
want.
some yogurt?
Does that keep?
Oh yeah, there's some yogurt. Yeah, it would keep. For a day or so.
Okay, I'll get like a day's worth of yogurt.
Okay. Call it a. I don't know. Call it a silver all told. All right. So wait, Twizzard, did I hear you say that you wanted to go to the person who knew about the hot springs, not to Ragweed Bullwinkle?
Well, that's what I thought was the person that knew about the hot springs.
No, Colty McBragan, whose granddaughter you saved all those days ago.
Oh yes, that's where I wanted to go.
All right.
I just wanted to ask him. I want to find about the hot springs.
All right. So you guys head out to the farm, and after a little bit of shopping, you guys probably follow them, or you just all go together. Whatever. It's fine. Totally fine. Yeah. So you guys head out. Remember where it is because you did a little. I believe you guys did a little investigation there. Oh, those many Wow, it's been over half a year in real time. But only, what did I say? This is only the 27th day since that first day. Uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it was Kamin and now it's Kadath. Okay. So you guys, as you guys approach the farm, Cindy sees you and she runs up and gives Agnes a big hug, and even a somewhat more cautionary hug to Mr. Twizzard, and hi, wow, welcome back. Hey,
How have you been feeling, Cindy?
I've been feeling just great. Thank you so much once again. Hold on a second, I'll get my granddad. Colty! Granddad! And she runs over and he comes out of the house. Just to remind, so he's probably in his 70s, somewhere in there. And he comes out. Welcome back to Bellwether. It's so nice to see you.
So have you been?
Yeah, no, we've been fine. We've been well, thank you. Don't knock me over the head, Twizzard.
Don't make me.
I see you've got quite the group with you now.
We are referred to as the Ateum.
Oh, look at you making a name for yourselves. Helping others, I assume. Is
May have
that
heard of us?
Is that-
There's sometimes we end up doing a little more destruction than we would like. Kind of like destroy certain parts of a town just to get rid of an evil person. But I feel like that's the course.
Or just because they want to see what a bean does.
Is that
Can't save the world without breaking a few towns.
Is that the?
Yeah.
You would probably be great here. What am I doing? Is that a skeleton with you?
He just hasn't had much to eat.
I don't think that's true. You can tell he's a skeleton, right?
All right, you got us. It's a skeleton.
I mean, I don't
His
know
name's Mr.
much. I
Bones.
don't really go in for much of that occult there.
He's a bit of a necromancer, this guy.
Mr. Bones,
Oh, Twizzard.
say hello.
Say it isn't so, Twizzard. Oh,
I
Mr.
can
Bones
learn
just.
all I want.
Mr. Bones holds up his spear and shakes it.
Good job, Mr. Bones.
Well, what brings you back to Bellwether? I mean, not that I'm sorry to see you. If it's just a social call out, we come in. I've got some fresh milk. We could have some pie. Did you know Cindy's got a might good at baking a pie? Oh, thanks.
I head inside.
You just
Well-
zip over to the door.
It's a little bit of business and pleasure.
Well, it seems Twizzard's already heading in, so yeah, let's all go in. So you guys go in and sit around the farm table, as it were.
Cindy, have you met Lily?
No, hi.
Oh yeah, why don't you guys talk?
Lily, why don't you show her a couple of the moves that you've learned from Henry?
Cindy's probably 11. I have Cindy's as 11 years old. So yeah. So Cindy and Lily, maybe they.
Wouldn't that be similar to Sarah?
What's that?
Sarah's age?
Yeah,
Lily's
Sarah and Cindy are more akin in age. But they go outside, and you can hear Cindy's awe-inspiring or awed voice as Lily shows her silver dagger. There's a pie. It probably probably pretty thin slices if you're all having some. But yeah, so you've got some. It's a raspberry pie with fresh sheep's milk.
I'll take Mr. Bones' piece too.
Yes, Finric?
What are we drinking?
Sheep's milk.
What are we drinking?
Do sheep not make milk? Am I just a fool?
No, no.
I thought maybe there might be something a little harder on offer.
I think Finric wants something different.
Well, you'd have to go to the tavern for that. The Shepherd's Rest.
They can't. There's no private alcohol.
You're looking for maybe a touch of the whiskey there, Finric.
I'm just sort of like, while we're talking, I just figured I would.
I mean, I didn't really expect that would go with the pie, but I could pour you a finger's worth if you want.
That would be really generous.
You know, as my grandpappy used to say, I don't drink, but when I'm thirsty or the wind blows. So I'll hook you up. So he goes and he brings one back for himself as well. So you're not drinking alone.
Perfect. What a nice host.
So yeah, what brings you folks out here?
They're in search of the hot springs that made Bellwether Glen so popular.
Are you now? Fenton Springs.
Yeah. Fenton Springs. Yes, that's exactly the ones we're looking for.
I heard about it from my grandpappy. It people all over, so he would say, would come and visit the hot springs. We're very well known, until the cave-in.
Did these hot springs have like rejuvenating or like health benefits? Is that why they were so popular?
Oh, as he would tell it, they do everything under the sun. Achy bones, consumption, failures in the bedroom, as it were. But I don't know. He told a lot of stories. My grandpappy did. But yeah, I don't think anyone's probably been there. Oh, geez, at least over 100 years, maybe 120 or so.
So were these hot springs were underground?
Aye, that they were. There was a small, a few buildings above ground that, you could check in at, but and then he would always say that there were underneath there was also, different rooms. It was some kind of a thermal anomaly. He would always say. I don't readily understand it, to be honest. Yeah, the cave-in was before my time. Like I said, probably 120 years or so. And I'm only, what is it? I don't know. What month is it? Kadath? I think I'm 77. 77 is probably how old I am.
Huh. Is there anyone else in town you think that might know more about?
Oh, you're all talking at once. I couldn't understand either one of you.
I'm sorry, Agnes. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said you don't look a day over 50.
Go on with you.
Is there anyone else in town that you think might know more of the history of the springs?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm probably one of the oldest ones here. But
I don't know if there's any history buffs or any.
My grandpappy, he said it was always easy to find. He said it's, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 miles further west, and look for a road headed south. Now, granted, how much of that road is left, I don't know, but and then after heading down there for a ways, you'd see those outbuildings, I suppose, assuming they're still standing, and the caves must be near there. To be honest, I've heard some stories of, I don't know, evil spirits in the forest around there, but I don't take much stock in there, although maybe I should after what happened to Cindy, but I don't know. I don't think anyone's, again, with the cave-in, I think that sort of, and business was drying up as it was, he said, so I don't know. Why are you interested in it?
Well, like I said, I'm kind of research about what made Bellwether so popular. I'm thinking about maybe putting it in a song.
Ah, well, that would be nice. Hey, you know what? I gotta ask you. Have you heard about the pyramid? Is there really a
Oh
pyramid in
yeah,
Windbell?
we fought some mummies in it.
You fought some mummies.
In fact,
Yeah.
Mr. Bones is probably from that pyramid.
The undead?
Mhm.
In fact, he would not be
Super.
sitting
That's
next to
the
Mr.
kind.
Bones. There we go.
Mr. Bones, battle your bones with these kind folks. Look at him rattle.
Ah, I mean, it does seem you have control over this one, but I don't know, Twizzard. The Colt doesn't sit right by me. But I do say, if there's really a pyramid there, maybe Cindy and I'll, maybe we'll take a trip down there. It sounds like something to behold.
Suggest staying at the Ringing Bell.
District. Oh,
I'll keep that in mind, Agnes.
Well, I think that they could readily afford the Ringing Bell. The Singing Sisters, I think, would take them thing they've got.
we do know the owner of the Ringing Bell. I mean, that's a good point. A good man, Agnes. If you name drop Agnes, I'm sure he'd cut you a good rate.
Well, I think that might be nice. Maybe for my
And-
78th birthday, Cindy and I'll head down there.
I think Cindy should talk to Elsa of Arcane Trinkets if she gets a chance. I think that Elsa could tell her some wonderful stories.
Okay. I'll try to remember. Elsa, Dagus, Ringing Bell.
Yeah, I can write it down for you.
Oh, that'd be right nice of you, Agnes.
So I happen to have an inkwell and pen.
Oh, look at you. Morgo the Blades, perhaps?
Do you have parchment, or do I have to use a piece of my paper?
Oh, he probably has something, back of some sackcloth or something.
All right, so I'll write it on that.
Fair enough.
This is
Not like the Bible or anything.
this is good whiskey.
I can see you're a man of taste, Finric.
Thank you. Is this local?
It is. If you really, I mean, well, you could have some of the, the Shepherd's Rest are in.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a right stronger milk whiskey there.
Interesting.
Would that be their specialty drink?
Aye, that it is.
You have to try
I
it.
know, Twizzard, what are you thinking?
I think we should go try it.
You folks are staying the night here then.
Yeah, we'll probably head out towards the west tomorrow
All right. Well,
in the morning.
be careful if you do head that direction, and I wish you the best. Can't thank you again enough for saving me, Cindy, and for me, frankly. I'd have been lost without you.
No problem. All right, I'm going to get up and leave.
All right. So you guys head out, back down toward town.
Yeah.
Finistel takes you aside, Agnes, and says,
What was that?
Finistel takes you aside, Agnes, and she says,
I knew it.
should we press on for today, or you folks really want to spend the night?
Well, I think that it might be good to hear so that if there's any other information for us to get, it'll be ideal in information. And this is a good way of getting information. To make friends,
Networking.
people open up to you when you do things like that. So
Canoodling.
All right, fair enough.
if you want knowledge, this is a way of getting it. Don't always get them from books.
Understood. All right, so you guys head
By
back down.
sending some further, don't talk about what happened to Sydney.
I was she found a well or something.
She got lost in the fog that you casted.
What?
Actually, I think I'm going to the McDavin farmstead.
Okay. Okay.
I'll practice on my bagpipes because it's been a long time.
I love it. I love it. All right, the rest of you guys head down to the Shepherd's Rest.
Yes.
Well, no one else is at the farmstead. Practice bagpipes.
What's that?
My mule could graze.
Oh, that's right. You guys all still have your horses with you. Yeah, the Shepherd's Rest probably has a stable alongside it that you could use. I'm probably talking completely away from that. The Shepherd's Rest probably has a stable alongside it that you could use.
Sounds good.
All right.
So we'll go in and we're meant to sleep here as well, right?
If you'd like to.
And I'm gonna order the specialty drink.
Oh yeah. Gotta have a drink first.
1 free.
Yeah, I mean, you probably, so let's see, you got there around 1, you did a little shopping at the market, you went up to the farm, you came back down. It's probably 2:30, 3-ish. It's not exactly evening. And as
Great,
you
but
enter...
it's check-in time.
What's that?
But it's check-in time.
Sure, it's check-in time. Yeah, as you enter the Shepherd's Rest, a jolly, rather jolly individual behind the bar comes out. Ah! Oh, welcome. It's been a long time, Finric.
Yeah.
So this is,
Weeks.
and I think actually, Twizzard, you were also there, because I believe there was some, you slept in the stable, I believe.
Oh,
There was
this
some-
place.
there's
That's
some-
right.
No, we slept in the stable at behind the ringing bell.
Oh, you did? Okay. All right.
That was bellwether. That was
was
after Morgo.
Okay,
And
okay.
the whole laughter.
All right, fair enough. So this guy is. So maybe you don't. Maybe Finric, did you spend time in Bellwether, Finric? I can't remember. I don't know.
I think just on the way up.
All right. Well, regardless, he greets you jovially. Welcome to the inn, the Shepherd's Rest. What can I do for you? Looking to stay the night, are you?
Looking to stay the night. We have some horses that we would love to stable, and yeah, I think once we sort of get settled in, we'd love to share a drink.
Wonderful. Ned, tend to their horses, Ned. Yeah, all right. All right. So Ned's tending to your horses. Get some tables here. Looks pretty good. It's definitely a smaller place than the Ringing Bell. How many are you? Are you all told? And he sort of eyes Mr. Bones. Will that be staying with you?
Not for long. So we're 6, not counting Mr. Bones, which we shouldn't.
He'll fall apart in a couple of hours anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a horrible drunk.
You might need to share a room, or a couple of you share a room or so, if that's okay with you. I've only got the 3.
I think that's okay.
Sure.
All right.
Bones is sleeping in the bag.
I mean, what are you looking for? Do you need lunch? Do you need a meal?
What's your house drink?
You're a dwarf who really gets right to the heart, don't you? It's the milk whiskey. 1 silver piece.
No,
Oh yeah.
that sounds good. Would anyone else like one?
I will.
Absolutely.
I'll have one.
One for everyone.
Lily pipes up. All right, so he pours out. Is Mr. Bones having one too?
No, he doesn't need one. Last time he spilled it all over his spine.
And Agnes, you're practicing the bagpipes somewhere, right, Agnes?
I'm at the farm practicing
Yeah.
the bagpipes.
Okay,
Can we
that's what I
hear you?
thought.
Probably not. I think it's far enough away that you can't hear me.
Yeah, I think it is too.
No, they are pretty loud.
Yeah, so he brings out 4 milk whiskeys. 4? Let's see. Yeah, 4 milk whiskeys. Finn is going to not
Do
touch
it.
hers.
Oh,
She's not gonna. Well, I mean, you can encourage her to, but as the rest of you take them up, she chooses not to. I'm not much of a drinker.
No time to start.
it's half milk.
Is it? Is it half milk? Ah, it's it's milk whiskey. What does that mean exactly? Ah, just drink it. I don't know. Lily just grabs it. I'm drinking whiskey, and she drinks it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who else is drinking?
You really taste the milk, huh? I'll drink.
All right, so you guys all sort of cheers and bottoms up. As soon as you drink it, you feel very sleepy.
No.
Give me Constitution saves.
Always something.
Always.
11.
Well,
15.
All right, you are not asleep, but you all feel like you need to probably go to bed within like a couple hours. Like it just really zonks you. Lily's barely on her feet.
Quick question. I do have advantage against poison. Does this count? Or
No, it's not poison.
Poison?
Technically.
No, well, I mean, no. Basically, under a 10, you would have fallen asleep right away, and over it, you're
Gotcha.
just very tired.
Gotcha. Okay, so Fenestrel, tastes pretty yummy, but it will make you really tired.
All right. Why not? And she drinks it. And she's really tired, but she's not asleep. Oh, well, you weren't lying about that, were you, Finric? Oh,
Nope, not about that.
not about that.
wait, what? What was that?
I was agreeing with you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, this is why I don't drink much.
Or forgetful.
So,
Are we all drifting off?
what do you folks are feeling the effect, huh? That's the that's the Schuster O'Leary special, the milk whiskey there. Welcome to the Shepherd's Inn, Shepherd's Rest rather. It's got rest right in the
Well, it
name.
makes sense to put the rest in it.
Are you folks passing through, or you said you're staying the night? So what brings you here?
Springs, hot springs.
The hot springs. Oh,
Yeah, we're
haven't
gonna
heard
reopen it.
haven't heard mention of them
Spring
in
break.
I don't know when I heard that. Maybe Colty was talking about it one day a long time ago. But you really think you could find them?
We heard
Yes,
go
yeah.
west, go south.
Go west or south? Well, good luck.
Yeah. Sounds like we got it all figured out.
Yeah. To it.
Mhm.
We're gonna find it. We're gonna reopen it. Mission. After I do a cannonball. Cannonball.
If you guys find and reopen the springs, you can eat here for free and drink as much as you want.
Someone write that down. Get him to sign it.
So,
All right. Mr.
Where are
Bow.
you?
What's that?
just bagpipes.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna send Agnes. Let her know. Hey, if we find the springs and like reopen it, then we can like eat and drink Shepherd's Rest as much as we want for free.
Okay, well, we'll have to see how bad the cave-in is.
Shit.
You okay there, Finric? You sort of zoned out for a minute.
Yeah, no, it's I'm getting some good.
It's the milk whiskey, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You'll sleep well tonight.
Ask, Sending Stone, ask if you can get that in a flask to go.
Hey,
Because we forgot to get
do
glory.
you make these in a flask to go?
I suppose I could. Probably got something I could put it in. Sure.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But tonight? Now?
Tomorrow before we
Yeah, we don't need it tonight.
Yeah, maybe in the morning.
Oh, well. Yeah, I'll find something I can use.
Great. Sending Stone. Wait, are we using this to bake a muffin?
Oh, we could have used the sun's glory for a light source, but we forgot to pick some up before we left. We could have used Forgetful Johnny. Is it Forgetful Johnny?
Yeah, it's
John?
Forgetful Johnny.
We could have gotten that, so we could have given that to someone to make them forget. While we like.
I was really impressed when you guys decided to do that, and then never happened.
Yep.
You had too much of it.
So maybe we should at least get the milk whiskey so that we could possibly put someone to sleep.
Sounds like a good plan.
Well, we could get it tomorrow morning.
I mean, we can always go back to Windbell in the future. It's not like we can never use it again.
I mean, we're buying property there, so definitely go back.
Yeah.
Buying property there.
We're gonna have a boat. We might as well have a place near.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So this is our quest to take over the whole land.
Come, landlords. All right. So should we call it a
Night.
You call it a dolk? Spending the night
Are we
there?
having staying at the farmhouse overnight?
Yeah. Who wants to stay
same
where?
here. So I'll go to the Shepherd's Rest and pick up Lily so she knows where to go.
Okay. So Agnes and Lily are staying at the McDevins.
Yeah.
I just want to bed. I don't care if someone else is in that room too. And Mr. Bones will be there anyway.
Guarding you. Well, are you going to redo his?
Of course.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah, is it not that time?
what's that?
It's around 1 o'clock. You have to do it around 1 o'clock, I thought.
No, it's 4. Well,
Yeah, I think it's 4:30 or something. So yeah, so there are 5 of you. Finn says that she'd gladly pay more to have a room for herself. The room is only 3 silver pieces. A room is only 3 silver pieces.
Gotcha.
So you can put 3 in a room?
He does have 3 rooms.
Oh.
Well,
I'll take a room.
Agnes and Lily are going to go somewhere, so Finn can have her room, and then Mr. Bones and Twizzard, and then Paelias and I can.
All right. Sounds
Sure.
good. Sounds good. So you guys bed down at the Shepherd's Rest. Probably have a dinner of some sort. Probably involves mutton in some way. And I think that's where we'll call it for tonight. All right, folks. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you again next Friday for another BND Live.